Hey guys, welcome back. How have you been today? Right, if you have watched my previous episode or yesterday's episode, you will get to know what I'm talking about. So, guys, welcome back. I'm your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you out to speak English fluently and confidently. Well, yesterday I've spoken about 30 phrases which will help you in greetings and introductions. Right? Now, why I've come up with this phrases and collocation series. So, it's basically phrases are chunks of words which will help us to, which is easier to say, which is easier to remember, and it is very frequently used. A lot of native speakers, non-native speakers, everybody uses phrases. Okay, and it is the shortest way or the quickest way to start speaking. Okay, I completely agree. So we need to understand what benefits are there of using phrases. So once you start looking at my sessions, you'll get a hang of it. You'll get the realization that yes, of course, when you have to speak, you can just start speaking with the help of phrases. There will be no problem of coming up with a sentence or sentence structure or losing out any word in a sentence. It's just that the chunks of words together which are not a complete sentence. It is complete in its meaning. Okay? So today I'm going to talk about another 30 phrases for small talks or casual conversations. Okay, so whenever we meet our friends, we go to office or we go to college, or we meet our friends or relatives or extended family in an event. So there are lots of small talks and casual conversation we have, right? So how to have these normal conversations, casual conversations and small talks in English, and with the help of phrases. Phrases are there to simplify things. It will help you to simplify your English so that it's easier for you to remember it and to use it when you are speaking or when you're talking to somebody. Okay, so that is the benefit of using phrases in your conversation. And trust me guys, there are lots of it which will help you. If you start using it, it will help you to get better and better every day in your speaking skills. So next time when you think of speaking to somebody in English and you are nervous and you have this fear of going blank and not getting words, just stop for a while and think about how you can have that conversation easily by using phrases. So let's get started. The first thing you can ask is, how's your day been so far? When you meet somebody, right? Now what does this mean? This means that you're asking that person about, how was the day like today? So far means till now. Since morning till now, how was your day like? Okay, so then the person can tell you, oh wow, it was a very challenging day for me, or it was a very, hush-hush day for me. And likewise, they can answer, or it was a very relaxing day for me. I didn't had much work and it was very easy to commute also. I didn't get traffic and I reached office on time. So there are lots of things that the person can say. Okay, so you can start with, how's your day been so far? Another one is, it's nice to see you. When you go and meet somebody, you can always say, it's nice to see you. Okay, or it's nice to meet you. It has the same meaning. Another one is, what have you been up to lately? Now, what does this mean? This can mean that where have you been busy these days? Okay, so what have you been up to lately? Okay, so where are you engaged? Where have you been busy, in this while, these days? Okay, so this is a way of asking, where have you been busy or where have you been engaged? Okay, or occupied. Another one is, I heard about your recent trip. How was it? Or you can say, to put it simply, how was your recent trip? Or how was your recent trip to Lonavala? How was your recent trip to Paris? Okay, so you can ask these questions to know more about, how was the trip, or, what have the other person been doing. Another one is, what's new with you? This is a modern expression, like recently people use a lot of this, like what's new with you. It's kind of a very go-to phrase these days, like people use a lot, what's new with you, which means like, tell me something, new about what you're doing, or how is life, or anything about you which is new. So you can just tell what new you are doing in your life. Okay, so this is another way of saying what's going on, or how is life, what are you up to. So it's a new way of saying what's new with you. Another one is, you can say, that's a great outfit you're wearing, or great outfit, or nice dress. To make it simpler, you can't use a big sentence, you can just say nice dress. Another one is how's work or school or office or job, anything you ask. How's work? How's your job? How is school? How is your business? Which means the other person will tell you about how is the job going, or how is the business going, or how is the school going, or whatever you ask the person about. Okay, so it's a simpler way of putting things across. And these are very small phrases, guys. You will never forget that if you start utilizing or using it in your sentences, or in your daily life or daily practice. Start practicing these phrases. It's really going to help you. It will stay in your head, it will stay in your mind, and it will be easier for you to speak out. Okay, there's no sentence construction, there's nothing you have to worry about. It's just that you have to say whatever it is. How is work? How is life? How is it going? Nice dress, looking good. Okay, so these are very simple things which are used in our daily casual conversation or small talks. Another one is, how's your sports team doing? We are a big fan of cricket, right? We cheer for India, or there are lots of IPL teams also. We cheer for some teams, right? Mumbai Indians or Rajasthan Royals. A lot of teams are there. So we can ask about, how's your favorite team doing? Which means, how is your favorite team performing? How was the match? How did they perform? Okay, so this is the way of asking about the team's performance. Another one is, what are your plans for the weekend? Or what are your weekend plans? Okay, so if you want to ask somebody, talk to somebody, in office, or your friends, or anybody else, you can just say, oh, weekend is approaching. You can just ask, what are your weekend plans? What are your plans for the weekend? Anything will do. Okay. Another one is, did you catch the latest movie or show? Or did you see any latest movie or any latest show, whatever you want to ask. So did you see any latest show, or did you see any latest movie? Or did you catch up any latest movie, or did you catch up any latest show? It's like, did you catch the latest movie or show? Or did you see the latest movie or show? It's as simple as that, right? If you want to talk to somebody. Another one is, did you get a chance to try out the new restaurant? Did you have a chance to try out the new restaurant yet? People try new restaurants and new cuisines, right? So when we are talking to people, we talk about a lot of things about restaurant or food or cuisine or movie or show or, games, sports, so that we find a common ground and we speak about it, right? A lot of people, or mostly people, are interested in these things. That is why we can have casual conversations, small talks on these topics. And that is why I have come up with the phrases which will help you to have these casual conversations or small talks going with people, with other person. Okay. Then you can always ask about family and friends and, things like that. So how's your family? Okay, so you're asking about the family of the other person, like how are they doing? What are they up to? Okay, so how is the family? How's your family? Another one is, I wanted to ask about your recent project. Okay, or how is your recent project? Okay, how is your recent project like? So these are the phrases you can ask the other person about the project the person is working on, the job the person is doing. Okay, so how is your project like, or how is your project? Another one is we can also talk about weather, right? So what's the weather like today, or how is the weather today? You can ask somebody, how is the weather? Somebody is coming from outside and you're sitting inside. You don't know how is the weather, right? So you can just ask, how is the weather outside? How is the weather today? Is it raining, or is it windy, or is it cloudy? It means that. So you just have to ask, how is the weather today? That's it. You don't have to add anything else in this, because it's just a phrase and it is complete in itself. The other person understands what you're talking about, and then he may reply, oh, it's raining outside, or it's quite windy outside, or it's very hot outside. Another one is, have you seen the latest exhibition? Have you seen the latest exhibition at the museum, or latest exhibition at the hotel, or anywhere else where the exhibition is put up? Maybe a car exhibition, or or a textile exhibition, or a flower exhibition, or a handicraft exhibition, right? So we can always ask about it. Have you seen the latest exhibition at the museum, or at the park, or at the community center, or at the hotel? Anywhere it can be. Another one is, you commute every day, right, to office, to work, or anywhere else wherever you are commuting. So whenever you find somebody, you can always ask, how's the traffic? Okay, how is the traffic means, how long it took for you to come here. Was there any traffic in between, or it was smooth ride for you? So you can ask this. We all have experienced this, right? In big cities, traffic is a big problem. So we always, whenever somebody comes in, we always ask, how's the traffic today? Or how was the traffic while you were coming in? How was the traffic? The short form, how was the traffic? Another one is, if you're meeting somebody after a long time, or in office also, somebody is working from home, somebody is on leave, and they come back after a long time, or after some, once a week they come, or after 15 days they come to the office, and you say, it's been so long, we've caught up. Okay, or it's been too long since we have caught up, which means that, oh, it was a long time back when we last met, and we are meeting today. So it's been too long since we last caught up, since we last met, and it's been a long time now. We are meeting again. Okay, another one is, have a good one. Okay, have a good one, which means when somebody is going on a vacation, somebody is on a vacation or an excursion trip, or anything of such sort, you can always say, have a good one. Another one is, you saw somebody and then you have been thinking about that person, and you saw somebody. You can always say, I was just talking about you the other day. Right? I was just talking about you the other day, which means, oh, yesterday or day before yesterday, I was talking about you. You just came to my mind, and I was telling something about you, what you said to me, or, our conversation, or something which you do. So I was just talking about you, okay, with somebody else, or I was just thinking about something you said to me, and it just came to my mind. So this is the way of expressing that. Another one is, I love this song. It always puts me in a good mood. You can, or you can simply say, I love this song. Cheers me up. I love this song. It cheers me up. Okay. Or my mood changes when I listen to this song. Okay. Now, another one is, which is very informal, when you are in your friends group, or probably your family group, and you say, what's cooking? Which doesn't mean what is cooking in the kitchen, which means gossip. Okay, what is the plan, or what is the plot going on, or what is the gossip about? Okay, so this is a little mysterious kind of. Another one you can say is, I am done with this. Now, this means I am done with this. One meaning of it is, I am just fed up with this, and I can't take it anymore, or I cannot talk to this person anymore. I'm just done with this. Okay. The other meaning is, I'm done with this is, I'm doing something and I've just finished it off. I've just completed it. So I say, I'm done with this. Another one is, shall we go? Okay, when you're going outside and somebody else is also coming with you, you can always ask, shall we go now? Or shall we go? Then there's another thing, when somebody tells you something good or a good news, you can always say, great news. That's great. This is another phrase. Another one is when you meet your friend or you meet your colleague at office or somewhere outside, you can always ask him or her, how about tea or coffee? Or how about tea? How about coffee? Or how about lunch? Or how about dinner? Or how about a snack? Right? You can always ask, so how about tea, coffee, breakfast, snack, anything you want. How about a movie? You can ask, right? Now the last one is, you can always say, if somebody cracks a joke or somebody tells you something, funny about, you can always say, good one, I like it, or it's funny, or very funny. These are the expressions or phrases which you can use while you are having casual conversations or small talks. These things will help you guys to keep the conversation going. There are lots of things you can talk about while you are talking to a stranger or somebody whom you know but you are not very familiar with. Okay, you meet them at office every day, you meet your friends, you meet your family, you meet everybody, right? So everybody is not very close to you. But still you have to talk to people, right? You have to improve your English, you have to be fluent, you have to be confident, you have to improve your English. These are the best ways to talk about, having a small talk or a casual conversation about, you can ask about weather, you can ask a lot of things about which I have just spoken. Go through my video, guys. Watch it as much as you can. Try to grasp, understand, and try how you can use it while having conversations. Trust me, guys, this is the quickest way of learning to speak English fluently and confidently. You don't have to come up with a sentence structure. You don't have to think about whether you are speaking correctly or not. It's just that these are small phrases which are used as it is. You can just, understand it, try to speak it, practice it 1, 2, 4, 3, 4 times, and it will be there in your head and it will be easier for you to speak out. Keep practicing, keep watching my videos. See you. Bye-bye.